No, I don't know, I'm going to leave it to you.
Okay. Torture.
As soon as I put the first one down, if you could take one off either side.
Yeah.
And then I'll decide the first one. After that, you just do rolling.
Big stretch at the top.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Glad you asked, Billy. That is when you know you've got
Willie.
a good training partner.
Willie.
Of course, where's Billy? Where is Bare Knuckle Bill?
He's on lockdown somewhere. They're the thing.
Bare Knuckle Bill.
Who?
Bare
I
Knuckle
don't know who
Bill.
that is anyway. I don't know who that is.
Isn't Billy known as Bare Knuckle Bill? Throughout the whole of
Don't
Northamptonshire.
fucking agree.
Never heard of anything other.
Proper
Mate,
undefeated.
don't start spreading this shit.
Proper undefeated. You wouldn't fuck with him, would
Don't
you?
start spreading it. He's
Anyone.
talking.
He'd take anyone.
This is not.
Anytime, any place.
This has not come out of his mouth. At all.
Training with somebody and having a decent training partner are two completely different things. Let me give you an example. There's been many times I've trained in a gym and I've asked somebody to pass me the weight, you know, because I've got nobody there. But to have a training partner, that's something very different and very special. I mean, Stu was my longest ever training partner. My other longest is actually Teddy. Now the difference is that person needs to know a lot about you inside and out, because you will want to give up. He's gonna know when you want to give up and when you have to give up, and he's gonna need to push you beyond your fucking limits, and then he's gonna make it hurt as he's doing that as well.
So has he been inside you?
Huh?
Has he been inside you?
He's been around me, he's been inside me, he's been...
Inside and out.
My life revolves around Teddy.
No, my life revolves around Aarron.
Everything I say and everything I do has a direct impact on Teddy's life. Hence the reason why he looks so fucking miserable. So, we're training arms. In order for a muscle to grow, you need to stretch it. Good. Oh, turn the music down.
It is there.
For the benefit of the watchers and the listeners out there. In order for a muscle to grow, you must stretch the fascia around the muscle. The fascia around the muscle is the skin around the muscle, and then you've got your skin around that. So if you mix it up a bit, you stretch the fascia and then you hit some reps where you're pumping the blood into the area, all you're gonna do is make that grow. And that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna spend my heavy set stretching. We're gonna do I'm gonna spend the whole set stretching. We're doing a rolling drop set. I'll explain the rolling drop set in a second. Doing a 2-second pause. I'm gonna punch it down and come back up. So I'm not gonna squeeze at the contraction. I'm gonna squeeze and hold at the stretch. There's a difference. And then as the weight gets lighter, that's when I'm gonna mix up squeezes, where I might do 6 squeezes and then 6 punching with momentum to flush the blood into the area. What's the difference between a rolling drop set and a normal drop set? A normal drop set would be where you would do some reps, let's say 5 or 6 reps, you will put it down and then you will take the weight off, which is what we're going to do as the first set. A rolling drop set is what you can only do on a fixed machine. You can't really do it on free weights because obviously it will be lopsided. But as I'm doing my reps and I'm getting fatigued and I can't do no more, I won't rest. I will still hold the weight. I will still have that time of attention while Teddy then takes one either side. That's small. So I'll tell you after the first one and then I'll let you decide after that.
Get those elbows in if you can.
Now with the squeezes, they will always feel too light at the beginning. But when you get 3 or 4 reps in, you'll notice the difference.
Elbows higher. There we go. There we go. There we go. Keep it there. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. So now after this drop moving forward, Teddy's in control.
So if you're not going to go to the bars, hold at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. 5 full reps. Come on, 2 more. 1 more, and then hold it at the top. we go. Hold it there, 2, 3. Okay, 5 short reps, go. 5 short reps. 1, 2, shorter than that. 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top, hold at the top. Let's go. 10 reps. Long, full reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5 full reps, go. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Got 10 more reps. Let's go. 1, 2, come on. Squeeze it bottom. 3, 4, 5. 6.
Ooh.
Get your pom-pom.
That's the way to cook
That is the way we do it.
The whole idea, putting Teddy in control of the rest of the drop, is so that I don't know what I'm going to be doing next, which means it's going to be a real shock. Yes, of course, I can be in control of the heavy set. You want to be, because he doesn't know what tension I'm feeling and whether it's a good pain or a bad pain, or when I need to stop. So that's a safe way of doing it. So I'll control the heavy set and I'll tell him when to grab the weight, him when I'm done, him when I need to drop. And it'll be up to me to feel the squeeze and put as much tension as I possibly can on the muscle without hurting myself. But when the weight gets lighter, there's now less of a risk. So then I put it onto Teddy to drop it and push me and push me and push me, because if I get to that point where I'm now on 2 plates, I can't do no more, he can then add pressure, he can then add help without no risk, if any risk, minimum of a risk of hurting me and putting unnecessary pressure on me. And that's the difference. A training partner and somebody to pass you the weight are 2 completely different things. Have I explained that right?
I think so, yeah.
Remember that day that you got really angry with me with training legs? Because you were leaning on it. I think it was the first time actually. It was at the beginning when we first started training together. This was years ago, wasn't it? Probably about 8 years ago now, 9 years ago. And it was just when you were getting used to that sort of way of training.
Yeah.
So we were pushing each other and I was pushing him. And just like we were emphasising the stretch, we were doing legs. And I didn't have a vertical press at the time. In my first gym, we had to make do. It was on a Smith machine. And it was, no, it wasn't that Smith machine. It weren't even a great.
It was fixed, wasn't it?
It wasn't a very well maintained Smith machine. I won't say it was dangerous, I'll say it was more the raw look, the raw feel.
It had character.
It added character. So what we did is we laid flat on the floor and balanced the bar on our heels, and I would twist the bar and then it'd come down, but then he had more in him. So what I did is as he come up, obviously he was nervous because it was a lot of weight, but I wouldn't allow him to do a full extension. It was partial, and I was making him go smaller and smaller and smaller. But I think you just went into panic mode thinking, can't do any more. But then, when you're pushing somebody, it's okay to push somebody, but keep in mind, you need to be 100% that you can get them out of that situation if you need to. There's no point in pushing them and then, oh shit, because I've seen this in the gym. Fuck, Dave, grab the weight for him. There's no point. You need to be in control of the situation. The gym is a dangerous environment. It's become fashionable recently, and I don't think people, especially newbies out there, understand just how dangerous the environment can be and will be. When you're talking about the supplements, things that make the heart race for a start, people are overdoing them. People throwing weights around, thinking that they're in control of the weight. There's a difference between lifting heavy and throwing a heavy weight around and screaming. Actually lifting it with control, squeezing, holding the pause. A big fucking difference as in strength, isn't it? There's a lot of things to understand.
I've seen all those videos of people at home in quarantine making their own gyms and squashing themselves with barbells and stuff.
There's the videos I've seen online. Some people shouldn't have
Stick to
near
that.
gyms.
Stick to that. So.
See that guy I shared it? He put the band on the door.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it? So he's doing that, which is fine. It was working, and he was doing that, and then it went slap and smacked him. He was straight on the floor. Wow.
Yeah.
On that note, yeah, you know what? Let's film this.
No, you don't need to do that.
How can we drop it? Which one did you do anyway?
I'll
Three.
do the first one and then you can take those short.
Now he might think, he will think, because I'm going to stop him on the heavy set when I think he's done enough. The reason why is because I know I'm going to burn him out on the second and third drop. I know I'm going to pre-exhaust him. So I'm going to let him do what he wants to do with the heavy set. Let's go. Now your chest needs to be on the pad all the time, so you need to be in a fixed position. There we go. Come on. And again. On the heavy set, you always want them to do what they feel is comfortable. If they want to go more, you can shout at them, you can say, yeah, one more. But you don't really want to get too involved on the heavy set, you just want to be watching. And again. Okay. Okay, don't push down until I say, take a weight. Hold, down. Now with this, hold, down. Without forcing them in, just by giving it a touch, I can add even more tension on the tricep. Down, and then I let him push it out on my hand, so I don't hold it in. Down, even when he's down here, I don't need to. Down, keep going. Down. Okay, now little partials, little movements. Down, little movements. Down, down, keep going. Down, hold the weight. Say it again. Down, hold the weight. Down, come on, stretch here. Hold, down. Come on, hold the weight. Hold it, down. Wait there, let's go. Now 10, fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 5, keep going. 6, keep going. 7, just on the back. Keep going. 8, keep going. Little ones, I don't care. 9, keep going. 10, hold the weight. Take the weight. Don't do that, take the weight. Hold it. Let's go. Punch it out and hold it up. 3, hold it there. Hold. Down. Hold it up. Hold, down. 3, hold, down. 4, hold, down. Hold. Take the weight. 10 reps, let's go. Rep it. 1, chest on the pad. 2, head up, let's go. 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done.
2. Oh my God, I've got pins and needles in my arm.
Your body will always want to find and take the quickest and fastest route out of an uncomfortable situation. What he just did there, which is why I said sit back down, sitting up and doing that is pointless, because you've just spent an entire fucking set trying to trap the blood in the area and then you're loosening it up. But of course, you don't think it at the time the lactic acid is that bad. Why do we hold the stretch and not the contraction? Because when your arm is bent, that is when your tricep is at its most stretched. It's not a powerlifting competition where you have to lock your arms out. This is bodybuilding. You're trying to create a physique. In order to create a physique, you've got to bend the muscle, you've got to stretch the muscle. It's as simple as that. Let's finish off arms, right? Off trainer, baby.